Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold. And so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare.
Hello and welcome to Roulette Rivals World Championships 2022. Today we have our first of the Group H games between JoeTheBabyGrabber, a returning rival, and TK47, also a returning rival. Both are console players, one coming from Xbox, one coming from PlayStation. And yeah, we got a good variety of maps today. We got Miami, Mumbai, and a deciding map that I actually don't know. Don't tell any of that, but I'm not prepared for this game at all. I just left the cast to do this one, so it's all good really. And we got Miami first. Of course, I'm admin, so I do know the spin, but so I'll try to talk about other things, not what I want to see. So I'll probably just ruin the spin before it even comes. And yeah, Haven will be our deciding map. Oh god, gets worse and worse, doesn't it? No, but Haven will be our deciding map today. Not a decider on map 3, even of course all 3 maps are played in RRWC, of course, and hopefully we have something good come out of the game today. And it really will be interesting to see what we get from this Miami. How the players approach the spin, of course, in terms of target isolations. God, speak English, Joker. It is linear, you could say, but the disguises and the actual conditions themselves can be make the map really exciting and compelling, so to say. And yeah, our first map will be coming through, and it will be Sierra Knox shotgun as the suit, and Robert Knox drowning as the Blue Sea driver. So you know what? Not that bad of a spin. The worst thing about this is the Blue Sea driver and the amount of fucking time it takes to get it. Oh my god, it takes a while to get that disguise, doesn't it? Jesus. But yeah, we will see Joe plan for a dolphin fountain start. It seems at the moment. Would be an interesting starting location. So to say, you could favour main start here, probably just the fact that it is Sierra as the shotgun kill, so that could be part of the reason for this here. But yeah, we definitely have a good spin for ourselves here today, and it will be interesting to see what the other maps give us, not just this Miami, of course. Mumbai and Haven. Those other 2 maps are definitely going to be interesting here. I'm sorry if I spoiled the 3rd map. I actually just need to know as the admin, and I just spoke aloud. As both players will load in here after a sort of minute of planning. Real good stuff there, real good stuff. So yeah, we will have our players loading in here. Both players seem to be old gen console with these play loads. If there's a photo finish, I'm going to slam my desk and hope to God that I fucking die. No, I'm joking. I won't do that. I'll be happy that I can work out some maths because there's nothing more I love doing on a Saturday evening. Oh God. But yeah, both players with different starting locations. Joe will be starting main, and we'll definitely have the Sierra kill down, so to say, before TK, who will start main. Will start Dolphin Fountain even. So the difference in strats already kind of few. It's amazing. It's beautiful to see. Yeah, we'll see Joe come through the main area here. Probably goes to Kronstadt Panic for the sugar as well. So we're doing the standard sugar isolation. On the sugar, oh yeah, let's go with the sugar isolation. Onto Sierra. TK will knock out the race coordinator on the overpass here, leading from the expo building down to the main. I don't know what this is called actually. The main entrance of the race, perhaps. I don't know, because it's not the stands. Let's call it the stands. As JoeTheBabyGrabber now, the sugar will hop over the fence into the Kronstadt garage area here. Will make his way through now. We'll get the throw action very shortly. Onto one here, and yeah, we'll do the throw now. Very good stuff from Joe now, making his way through. And yeah, I mean, not much else to say. Real good stuff. We'll leave a shotgun as well. By where Sierra will get the peekaboo. So yeah, real good stuff from Joe here. Will get a knockout onto the Kronstadt mechanic here. Real good stuff indeed. And we'll swap into his disguise. Will he hide him? Nah, yeah, he will. Oh no, we'll just tuck him into this corner even more. Should be fine. Just leave him here again. I say should, as I have been recently a lot, because it's Hitman. Everything can happen as he will start the sugar isolation. Now, Tia doing the same thing, but a bit more delayed. So possibly that starting where we did in the form of the Dolphin Fountain has cost him there. But he will make his way through the garage nevertheless, a bit behind Joe. And that's what I mean, like the sun location, Dolphin Fountain, you're starting naturally a bit behind. So that was my query to why potentially that might not be a good decision. And we do see Mando with a rain now. Thank you very much. I'm happy to see your game ended. Was Ambrose on the draw? Was Pujero that bad at Ambrose Island that he's got 2 ties on it now? All love Pidgey, all love, bro. As Joe now get as Pujero, God, Joe will be grabbing the peekaboo off onto Sierra here. Has his shotgun, the Emran covert in his briefcase. Here's at the Mark 2 or Mark 1. I don't know. I don't care. It'll do the job. As from point blank range, Sierra will come through and get shot in the back and get flung across the room there. And Joe will have our first kill here. TK forgetting about his sugar and his stash with the shotgun, so we'll have to take a bit more time here. And look, very similar in-game times here, and the difference in progress is progressively different. We see Joe 3 minutes ahead now, going it with 1 kill down. TK yet to do the sugar isolation, so Joe will be making his way back through now. Possibly will try and possibly going back to this weight area here to grab a crowbar, maybe, or grab his other stash point here. I was really confused with it here, purely on the fact that, you know, what would he do in terms of how did he grab the Blue Sea driver? Of course, the slow wave, just crowbar on the door behind him. So it would have been interesting for sure to see how he approaches. Of course, there is the quicker methods, which I would like to see him try and do here, and I would respect it highly if he did. But the guard moving around now will do a throw action to not turn him around, unsuccessful with that, and we'll eventually get him distracted here. And will he be trying this? But no, he won't. He won't investigate it. So unfortunate for Joe here. TK now. We're getting the peekaboo off onto Sierra. We'll have this kill down very shortly, and we'll be making his way through onto the Blue Sea driver. Blue Stad, that's a new thing. Yeah, no. To be honest, half the time when I say things, I don't realise what I'm saying until after I've said it. I try and play it off like what you just said, sure. I just had to try and play it off like I knew what I was talking about. Of course I know what I was talking about. I just needed the word to fill in and progressively came into my head first. But yeah, Joe trying something different here with the Blue Sea. Of course you have the slow, typical method of just turning people around, but hopefully the coin distracts the woman, and she does get distracted. Woohoo! And Joe should be able to get a trank off here, but the driver, God, he's been a bit of a dickhead, isn't he? We'll sit back down. Him will move out of the way. We'll be able to get a trank off onto him. People will see, and he can swap into it nice and efficiently here. Very well done, Joe. Swapping into him just in time before he gets found, as he does now, and he will make his way up to Robin Ox. Next, of course, we'll see the laptop shot, and then followed by a Siege shot, an emetic gas grenade, whatever. But Joe making really nice progress here on the Miami here. We have missed Joe, ain't we? We have missed him for sure, and Joe for sure is making really nice progress here, coming through on this map. So yeah, real good stuff coming through from Joe now. TK Tranking Garsh trying to get his way around to the Kronstadt, the Blue Sea Drive. God, I don't know what I'm talking about recently. Joe will be tranking out the security room in the Kronstadt building. Still has a shotgun on his back. Don't know why he just does. I respect the decision. Probably actually just shoot the laptop, so that's a sensible decision from him. Has a head a lot bigger than mine apparently. And yeah, also the camera box was here. You know, shouldn't be any cameras around to catch him, but a bit of safety here is Robert Knox will nicely come down the hallway very soon, and he will get an easy siege shot off onto him. This is where he misses a shot, makes him look like a right mug, but hopefully he gets the shot off just fine, as he should. He has an extra dart anyways if he needs it, and he doesn't land the shot first time, so I have to try and run to the bathroom now, but he takes the outside route and will jump through the window, so he doesn't have to risk any whoosh going around the inside hallway there. TK missing a trank onto the Blue Sea Driver there, but we'll get it off with a second trank. Shouldn't be the end of the world missing that trank, but might just give him less Seeker darts to land onto Robert Knox. And speaking of Robert Knox, he is approaching for Joe here, who will get the drown kill off here, and it will be Joe getting that kill. We'll be getting towards the exit here, taking Mumbai, our first map of the game here today. Really good stuff from Joe. Now I need to work out as an admin, how do I give someone the win? That's what I need to try and work out now. But yeah, Joe is we exiting Mumbai first. Please press finish, it makes my life a lot easier. I said Mumbai, bro, it gets mixed up. Allow it. And Joe will be finishing the area link. A bit frozen there, but oh well, at least it's not my OBS crashing. And if I press accept, ooh, way, there you go, it all worked. Good stuff. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. I love this. And now I need to put a message out. And yeah, while I do my admin duties, I'll have a quick break before heading onto our second map, Mumbai.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
So yeah, welcome back here, of course, Mumbai. Being our second map, picked by TK47, and I love this. We got symmetrical stats almost. Joe playing on Mumbai 4 times, losing 3 of them times, drawing once. TK, however, also losing 3 times, but he has won on this map once instead. And we talk about Mumbai possibly not being the easiest of the big 5, so to say. but it does have its thing, and given the right spin, we hopefully won't see a skywalk start followed by a brickler onto. But I don't want to see that. Although the chance of us seeing one is very, very high. I don't want to. I just want a spin that will sway away from that, you know, and hopefully we do get one of them, and it will make Mumbai so interesting and entertaining, and something that it usually isn't. And I do shit on Mumbai a lot, but you know, there are some spins I look at and I smile on Mumbai. I go, yeah, I do like the look of that one. And hopefully, you know, we do get one of them coming through. We do see a map record of 702 by Danny Buter. So yeah, if we see a spin that beats that, I'll smile. And if we see a spin that doesn't beat that, but won't be Skywalk start and or a double brickler, something like that, I'll be very happy. I'll be a very happy man. But you know, the chances of us not seeing Skywalk start, title in the Maelstrom straight away, then double brickler onto both Vanya and Dawood is just, yeah. Suit Maelstrom incoming. Then you do. What's if it's suit full object Maelstrom? Yeah, shut up, Sparkles. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, if it's suit Maelstrom, be quick, innit? So yeah. Oh yeah, it's always gonna be. It's basically guaranteed brickler for Vanya. It's just do you brickler for Dawood is the one I care about. You always brick for. You always get bricked up for Vanya, man. Like, come on. When don't you? But yeah, Mumbai will be our next map here. TK just going off the Hitman menu there. I thought he streamed it badly for a second, but thankfully it's all good here, as we will be heading to Mumbai soon to take out the Maelstrom. Waze Kale, Dawood Rangan, and Vanya Shah here. As our spin will arrive, and it will be Waze Kale, full an object as the laundry worker, Vanya Shah, electrocution as the thug, and Dawood Rangan, fool as the barber. I like this spin. I do, because you know why? We will see a brickler for Vanya and Dawood probably. But the Maelstrom kill is full object. We could see a laundry worker here start all day. All day laundry worker. It's definitely going to be good, and of course we'll see brickler as you always do. But Maelstrom full object. Beautiful. So good to see the hitmaps gods are with us, blessing us with such a spin, as players are still planning to start Skywalk. Oh god. If they can do a live full object onto the Maelstrom, I'd respect it. The only one I assume would see a live full object is Metal Worker. Full object for the Maelstrom, of course, just load in Metal Worker and shoot the neon sign if you want. What, the 8-9 second mark, and boom, you got it. Boom, kill straight away. But yeah, TK being the first to load in here. Joe also plans to start the Skywalk. Will also load in now. Please load in, Joe. Don't make me wait any longer. And there, finally does load in. Oh, we love old gen consoles, don't we? Oh, we love them so much. As TK now loads in. Will we start launching? Yes, TK. Of course, you can't skip it straight away. You get spotted. You get spotted. Oh, and that's another restart from TK. Adding on to his photo finish window already. This better not be a tie. This better not be a tie. As he might actually get him before Joe. Come on. It's going to be a race. This is the most intriguing part about Mumbai. Who's going to load in first? And Joe will get there just in time. Well, TK, a bit too slow that load. Should have reset earlier, man. Come on. But Joe will start in the Skywalk here. We'll go down and grab the barber straight away. Of course, needs that for his kill onto Dawood. That will be a bullet impact, but hopefully can salvage this here if they turn in the right direction, which they will. Will get a side KO, which is close combat hurt, but he still has his green guns. How on earth, Joe the Baby Grabber, do you still have green guns? How? You slam the guy in the face. Don't you dare restart. This is a rigged run. Don't you dare restart. You're not ripping on this run, Joe. Joe's doing this Mumbai flawlessly. I will say that proudly because of what just occurred. So that is crazy, man. That is mental. I'm sure Joe won't be complaining anyways, as he has the barber disguise, working his way towards the Dawood kill. It seems TK, he has the laundry worker disguise here, and yeah, not much else to say at the moment. Really, we'll make his way up soon. Joe making his way up. Is he gonna do the full kill in the? Oh, come on, Joe. I've missed this. Joe. Welcome back, Joe. TK will go into the metal work here, grab a crowbar, assuming that's for the door. I have very, I still have nightmares to this day about the elite thug. Why? Really scares me to this day. I can tell you that much. So yeah, real good stuff. TK climbing up the ladder here, and will be making his way. We'll do a short distraction to turn around the one thug here. That would have been the one that he wouldn't have wanted to do, but can just run up or crouch, run behind him and knock him out. Good stuff, Joe. Real good stuff. Priest now, Darwin. This is beautiful stuff. This is actually beautiful from Joe. Will he go for it? Go on, Joe. You know you wanna. This is good signs, anyways. TK letting the elite thug run through, run through. Doesn't get any unconscious witness from that throw. Fortunately for him, at least, and we'll have the Dawood, we'll have the Maelstrom kill even come through very shortly. Of course, we'll just have to deal with the Maelstrom next when he eventually comes up here, but doesn't opt to shoot the flag first. We'll have to go deal with that now, as he will climb up the side of the flag house. So it says as Joe now will get a knockoff onto the Bollywood bodyguard and the painter here. So could have this Dawood kill done very shortly. Of course, there is a window there, as you see a bit of buffer from TK. This is the TK we love as well, isn't it? Remember them days, the RR7, the RR8 TK, where it just lag and couldn't watch it, but does shoot the flag, I'm pretty sure, and nearly gets spotted trespassing towards the end there, but does survive it just about. As Joe now will swap back into the paint disguise to get Dawood down to this area, to the painter's lounge. We've got the SMG as well. Real good stuff from Joe and Maelstrom, and I get Maelstrom and Dawood mixed up. Good. But Joe now speaking to Dawood will have this. I say, the kill nearly set up. Of course, it's not guaranteed that he'll do the kill. He will have it done very shortly. Here is the Maelstrom approaching. Where is he? Where is the man? Where's the main man? Where's the Akale? Where is he? We need to see him. Come up. Come on. But yeah, Joe now has Dawood coming down the stairs here towards the painter's room. Will be in there very shortly. Of course, has his laundry, has his barber disguise in there anyways. And I don't think he ripped in this kill, purely because of the fact that he just slapped the barber in the head and didn't get unconscious witness, which I thought was crazy. But he's still going, and that's all the one thing that matters really for us at the moment here. So yeah, TK now does get a knockout onto the Maelstrom. Likewise, Joe gets a knockout onto Dawood, who will dump him out of the window here, who will fall to his death. Good stuff from Joe. Also back into the painter, just to make his exit easier here, as Joe does get the first kill of the Mumbai. TK will have it very soon. Joe would be missing the Maelstrom on the hill, because he started Skywalk and the flag is automatically raised. So that is a very good point, Reaper. He will be missing, unless I'm wrong and it doesn't get, or I thought from Sky, does get automatically raised. So, but of course, it's still salvageable. As Zero knows, you can still isolate the Maelstrom, but it is slightly more challenging as he progresses through this area. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. You can just get him in the slums anyways when he's walking through them. But TK now with the first kill in the thug disguise will have the bricklayer done. He doesn't have to knock these two out. He doesn't have to. Yeah, and you are right, Rooney. If he does have another shot with the boat. But what's TK to do with this electrocution kill? Because knocking these two out, if you had to do it normally, you don't have to. So unless he's thinking about doing the kill not live and dealing with the Dawood kill first, perhaps. Oh, okay. No, never mind. He's gonna buffer his. That's not actually. I'm wrong. This is great. He's going to buffer his thug disguise there, so he can go grab a barber disguise. This is beautiful, from TK. He's gonna buffer his thug disguise, so he can go grab the barber disguise and swap into it immediately after doing that is great stuff. That is really good. Really good stuff. TK just trying to find how to get into the barber's hut, slum, whatever you want to call it. It does go past it, of course. Right by the skywalk starts, and can be a bit tricky to know where you start. It is just behind him a little bit more. To his left. To your left. Yep, there. That's it. That's it. That's it. No, behind you. Yep. No, other way, TK. There you go. There it is. Nope. Left again. Oh, what's the point in trying, isn't it? But TK nevertheless will be starting to isolate the barber now. We'll do a shot distraction, not a bit of impact, but we'll drop down and knock out the barber. But the barber's wife, what was she doing? That was some horrendous, man. That was very unfortunate for TK there, but he'll have to reset himself. Had a good start with that Wales ear kill, and I don't recall Joe getting picture in picture for the flag, but it would have most certainly been raised. As is that the mail? I don't know if that's Melsham there or not, but no, he would have done his meeting, so they're allowed back up here. So yeah, he would have missed the Melsham sign here. So yeah, it's a hunt for the Maelstrom. Here's a hunt for the Maelstrom, Joe. This is going to be interesting. Poison that is going to do quite respectively fuck all. In the nicest way possible. So, the flag's raised. I hope he rises that now. The thugs have gone, and he's going to have to try and do something here, and a bit of improv perhaps would be very nice from Joe here, and I'm sure we'll have to see it come through. Of course, don't restart, please. You've had such a good run with that with that side KO. Don't restart, Joe. You know you don't need to. Just search up on Mr. Free's video on how to do. Oh no, don't do that. Actually, we don't endorse him. TK though, back to where he started with the laundry worker. I think he ripped again to that quick exit, but fortunately for him. See, I can't make funny jokes. Just kind of laugh at it. As a body's found for Joe, and that is red guns, and you have to restart. Unfortunately for Joe, but we will see a replan come through. So hopefully a different starting location, so the flag isn't automatically raised to give him more time on that kill. Use the Kashmir. Yeah, but then how you gonna do the Vanya or Darby? Oh, I thought you could only call the Maelstrom if you kill one of the targets with the with the Kashmiri himself. Or might I just because I ain't played the mission story for ages. Let us know, coloured. You're the Mumbai expert here, not me. Dude, I don't see. Right, you're the expert here, not me. So you just enlighten chat of how to do it. I'll just stick to my job and talking what's happening on the screen. As TK will make his way back up here and will raise the flag very shortly. He has the fog disguise to do so with. And are you Sleepy Joker? Here you, mate. I am tired as anything, but I'm gonna push myself through. As TK will rip, getting spotted by one of the guards. I think it's one of the things. Yeah, if you yawn once, you gotta keep yawning. So I might have to like drown some more. Drown myself in some water, and hopefully that helps. Or get some caffeine, either way, or sugar, whatever helps here. Unfortunately, I've run out of Lucasades. It's a shame indeed. But yeah, Joe scouting out the area. We'll be starting as a thug disguise, so probably we'll go around to make himself a laundry worker, perhaps, and grab that and come back. No, he'll go back up the hill. Come on, Joe. Maybe mind. Where are you going? Up, down, left, right, to side. There's TK. Another restart. I'll have to wait a little bit longer. This is like prime IOI. This is IOI's smartest moment. Placing you in a starting location which you have to wait 13 seconds at with then a long animation to get out of. So, Joe is going to try and shoot the flag. Does it successfully, does get a bullet impact, but does drop down quite carefully here in the air. It is so good from Joe here. Basically on the similar levels to what TK is doing, you could argue. But TK is taking the laundry worker there first. It seems like Joe will try and grab a laundry worker and then come back as the maelstrom comes up the hill, which will definitely have to be quick with, but he's looking promising signs so far. Of course, we'll have to go through the sewers to get there. The fug ain't allowed to run in. Only the queens can do that, bitch. As TK will make his way through. People with crowbar and will go back up to the hill in no time, I'm sure. And I'd like to see TK shoot the flag first to speed things up. He does at the moment clear out the area first in terms of knocking out the fug and the elite fug, and then he does it. So yeah, TK. Emerald, if you're wanting to become a shoutcaster, there is a Google form in the announcement page or the announcement channel of F7 giving you all the details. I'm just here to cut. I don't actually know how to do the sign up on that. So you have to fill out a Google form and do some practice casts or sign. It tells you what to do in the announcement page of F7. They're looking for shoutcasters, as to say, especially with the late night games. Gunther, Barb, GK, Punk, Chris, they all have their admin work cut out at them times. All the European lads are asleep and they've got to deal with them all. As TK will manually raise the flag, of course, in the fug to sky. You don't have to shoot it. So yeah, you do have to have the shoutcaster role. I'll get mine removed if I just let you in. So I don't want to lose my role either. So you do have to have the role, unfortunately, to get in. But Joe now will try and do a bullet distraction. A bullet impact is not lost, Joe. You can still knock him out. He will drop down here. Wait for the guy to turn around. What the fuck is happening here? What on earth has just happened? Well, I don't know what's just happened for him. But yeah, Joe, peculiarly getting out of there with no laundry worker disguise, and TK loading in again. And even to co-cast Eblamadi, you still need to have the shoutcaster role. Even to co-cast, you still need that role to actually be allowed in the VCs as well. I can't just drag you in either. So you do have to have the role, unfortunately, which you can try to obtain via the Google form. Yeah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. It's all good. But if you do want to go into it, it's fun. It's great doing this. Of course, just go with the Google form in the announcement page, and you have to do so. Joe going back up to the hill now. What's he gonna do in terms of Maelstrom? He probably would have been up here already. So I have to try and deal with him in a different manner. And that's going to be interesting to see how he approaches that. And there he is. There's a Maelstrom, highlighted in red. So it'll be easy to keep track of here. Did he poison the glass? Because the Maelstrom looks sick. So where is he gonna go? Where's Big Waz they gonna go in this situation? Or is he gonna drink? Oh no, I don't know where he's gonna be. He's going somewhere, and I don't know where he's going. TK again back onto the hill. 5th time's the charm. Hopefully this attempt coming up here. Oh, Joe, this is beautiful. Grabbing the Maelstrom to come right by the neon sign. This is amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. From Joe. Well, again, we'll have to go back down and grab the laundry worker, but it shouldn't be as much as an ask as he did last time, as he will now get a knockoff onto the mount. He wasted the fug to turn around smartly, and we'll subdue him as well. That's very smart from Joe. If he just knocked him out, the Maelstrom's falling down the cliff edge, unless he grabbed him quickly, which would be pretty difficult on console, having to do the quick prompts. And we'll drag him under the fallen object here. Really good stuff from Joe. TK now also manually raising the flag in the fug disguise. I really did like that from Joe, trying to emetic the drink and using that to his advantage. But unfortunately couldn't get the laundry worker, and TK will rip again. Can't get this flag raised, unfortunately, as Joe now will be moving his way through the sewers once more towards a laundry worker disguise. We'll go and grab a lead pipe and then go back up. Might not want to run for that slight area, so we'll drop down here. I don't know where he's going. Where's he going? He's going to go further down this time to get in there. Of course, the fug ain't allowed in there, so he would have to go around a different way. He might even go for a completely different laundry worker, or might be going to a completely different place. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, his approach here. And you know what? Yeah, this has been a really nice, enjoyable Mumbai. Yeah, it is. The chances of TK finish, he would have to have a pretty good run to him for him to finish this. But I trust, in TK we trust, as Joe will drop back down so to get into the laundry area here, back to where he was previously. Still has 11 minutes left to do this spin here, so definitely all on him now, trying to make his way to grab a laundry worker disguise here. So yeah, successfully gets the laundry worker. This time as TK will be making up his way onto the hill again. Joe leaving the area, and can he find an angle from here onto the neon side? If he can, that'd be beautiful. There is something on his instinct, so hopefully he could, but I think he will do it a little. But to be honest, yeah, this is actually, in terms of Mumbai, this is a challenging spin. Yeah, possibly the hardest condition for Wazir, possibly the hardest condition for Vanya, and arguably the hardest condition for Dawood. Like, in terms of Mumbai, this is on the harder end of the spectrum for sure. As Joe will make his way back up onto the hill now in the laundry worker disguise, will have this first kill done very shortly here, and then we'll have 9 minutes to work on that. Then final 2 kills, which is completely doable. I think he has scouted out the Vanya kill, and TK have another restart. This is not going his way at all. But Joe waiting out this fuck to turn around, which he does ever so patiently, and he will have this Wazir kill done straight away very shortly. All he has to do is shoot the sign. Hopefully the Maelstrom's in the right place, and he will adjust him accordingly here. I don't think he was close enough to the sign, which he hopefully is now, and yeah, we'll shoot the sign here and we'll get the kill off. No, he won't. Yeah, he will. Fuck me, that scared him. I didn't register straight away. A bit of rush from the Roman. Fucking he can drop down just in time. We'll get a bit of peekaboo. Shouldn't be enough to be investigated, and it isn't. That's nice from Joe there. I have to wait out a little bit more, and TK gets spotted once more, and yeah, I do think, unfortunately for TK, it's all over. But he will keep playing, hopefully, and try and do as much as he can. Just try and force something, because you never know. You never know, indeed, with this map. And Joe now, well, he has to go towards the barber next, for sure, you would think. Even just to grab a thug disguise next. Because, let's be honest yet, this Dawood kill you can isolate and do whenever you want. The Vanya kill, not so much, as Joe will grab a trank here from his Honus tent disguise. Of course, there are car batteries on the map which he can use, etc. And it will be interesting to see his approach to this Dawood kill and the Vanya kill. Of course, only having 8 minutes left. It's definitely going to be a close one here. As TK opting for the Skywalk Star, will be opting to grab the barber first. Something different we saw last time, and that must have been it. Was it Joe's rip to the barber? The mirror, that must have been what caused that rip. Best way, you'd be surprised. But going up into the tower, there are other ways to cause a snail. The typical new Dawood isolation, you have him next to a full spot. You can just dump him into the river, innit? You might have to be a bit careful on the guards on the barge, but it's not that bad. As Joe will be making his way into the tower here. What's he going to do? TK with a triple panic does get combat. Too close. And yeah, TK, I don't think you can complete this spin in 7 minutes. I like to say optimistic. I'm a very optimistic person, but I do think this is got done for TK, and we're into the era now. One rip for Joe, and it's over. And that'll be interesting to see if that can cause any rips to occur in these latter stages. Of course, we have arguably even a harder map next in the form of Haven Island, as Joe gets a lovely bit of whoosh onto Dark. Oh, sorry, that is beautiful. That is an amazing peekaboo onto Darwood. Now, I don't know how useful that can be, but even then, that is still very nice. As Joe pausing, he's just wasting a bit of time now. But TK recognised that he can't finish. But if he wants to get some result from this game, TK can't win this game. But it's not the wins that count. Remember, you just drop your points. The map wins. Joe currently has 2 points from this game. So you know what? A win, lost ain't that deep in the Roulette Rivals World Championships here, as Joe will knock out. And you think for Joe doing the kill in this method, you're going to have to go grab the Barbarous guys and then come all the way back up for it. It does seem a bit risky, so to say, and a bit, do I really have enough time? He'll still have to grab a Fog Disguise. He'll still have to do that. He'll still have to set up the Vanya. He'll still have to do the Brickler. So my hopes are slimming by the second here, unfortunately, for Joe. 11.5 minutes into his run here. Darwood will go back upstairs now, and Joe will descend down the pipe here and try and grab that Barbarous. I'm so sorry. We'll try and grab that Barbarous Guys, and it does get spotted. No, he doesn't get spotted. Holy fucking hell. I want to see how this plays out, as Joe does make his way out the tower now, nearly getting ripped. We're waiting out the inevitable here. And the thing is, I don't know how to end the map as a tie on the tournament, so it's better for me, really. As Joe with bullet impacts all over the place gets out of the tower successfully. We're into the red zone, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left here. I'm actually trying to work out how you reward the game as a tie. Oh, is it that? I don't want to press that button, but I think it's that button. Okay. I don't I've seen a button that says draw, so hopefully that is the right one if it comes to it. The domestic grenade, yeah, the domestic grenade is legal to hold. I'm assuming you mean the one from Ambrose Island. The other one's the domestic gas device, the domestic gas grenade, the actual one where you throw it and then it ticks for a couple of seconds and gas. Yeah, the one TK has is illegal to hold. It's just illegal to throw. And the good part about it is it doesn't knock people out. It's great. It's a great item. Honestly, I think it's definitely the best item since the Molotov's nerf, so to say, has been the best item. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Joe now 4 minutes left. Still has to go back to the tower. Still has to isolate. He still has Darwood up and running. He still has Vanya up and running. My hopes are slimming and slimming and slimming here, lads. I can't lie. Not looking the brightest of situations now for Joe, making his way down the skywalk stairs back towards the tower. If I was him, I would have done a triple shot there to have a quicker route through. And yeah, I think you're right, Colour. Sadly, I think this is a tie. As much as I don't want to say that, I do believe it. Sadly, and Joe will make his way back into the tower now. Yeah, no, in 180 seconds, in 200 seconds you have left, you just still set up this Vanya. Vanya takes she takes a minute and a half ish to get to the electrocution. Yeah, this is done. Yeah, and that's what it is. And we go back. If Joe got that laundry worker the first time round, if he got that the first time round, holy shit, this could have been close. But I think that is what cost him here, is he will have to do the paint eyes. And you think he had Melsham almost isolated by the window here, he could have potentially done something. But I do think it's too risky here. As Joe back into the painting room, we'll stop into the paint disguise. And I respect Joe, he's still trying here, he has not given up just yet. And we'll swap into the paint disguise here. But, he can't lose the game. He can get a draw out of it as the worst result. The best result is we tie Haven and we as he wins. But yeah, definitely too late here. Darwood will respond to the painter and he will make his way down slowly. This will feel like the slowest walk from Darwood ever. But yeah, definitely going to be close here as Darwood makes himself another chance for TK. Yeah, this Haven is definitely going to be tight. This Haven is going to be really precious because, with these two, you would say these will be challenging for the third spot, the second spot. The difference between who gets second or third is going to be astronomical with these two. So whoever can get the best result out of this, and I think this is where a tie will really put these two players in their place in terms of, okay, this is the level we're at. But you gonna get Haven? I like the talk, TK. I like the talk. I like the talk. Follow the talk up, yeah, and do it. But yeah, it seems to be heading towards a tie. Actually, I should probably just prep the message now, to be honest. But yeah, I really can't see. Unfortunately for Joe, taking a bit too long with these kills here, and it seems to be heading towards a tie. 1 minute left on the clock. Joe now has the kill. Has 1 minute to try and get this Mania kill, but I don't think you can pull out a taser gun and just shoot across the map on. He just pulls out one of the fucking big laser guns and goes and kill. I don't know if that's gonna happen because he has to get a fog disguise. So yeah, it seems to be a draw coming through. I try to stay optimistic, but yeah, 35. I mean, we could have giga stream delay. We could have mega stream delay, and Joe could have like 2 minutes left on him. But the fact that the finish has not come through yet on the top is the more worrying part. 20 seconds left. It seems too close for Joe. Too little, too late. The story of this Mumbai really for Joe. 17 minutes in, it will be a tie. Unfortunately, all that hard work gone for nothing as the timer will slowly tick down. 4 seconds to go. Mumbai will be ending in a tie as we will head to our final map, Haven Island here. Yeah, call a draw. Is that a draw? Yes, it worked! Woohoo! The thing worked all perfect, and we will be heading to Haven Island as our next map. As I do my admin work, we'll head to a quick break.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
So yeah, welcome back here. Haven Island, of course, will be our final map of today following this Mumbai draw. Haven, it's a map that you can draw. So yeah, I'm sure TK will be looking to take as many points as he can from this. Joe will also be looking to take as many points as he can from this. The best result for Joe now is a 5-1 win, which actually would be very beneficial to him. But I'm sure TK will look to take that win. Even the draw, every point does count, exactly what Coloured said. A 4-2 for TK, a 3-3 for TK is better than a 5-1 to Joe in terms of TK's views. But Joe will be looking to try and maximise his points in TK. Likewise, we're trying to restrict how many Joe can get as well from the game here. We take a quick look. Neither player that experienced in Haven. Joe only playing it once, TK playing it once, losing it once. So not a lot of experience between the pair here. And I'm sure TK will just try to finish Haven Island here, which is renowned for its wall hacks, which have now been fixed, of course. In the recent October patch, they were fixed beforehand on PC, but IY put a middle finger up to console and said, "Yeah, no, we're not fixing Haven on your platform," but now have. So thank you, IY. The one good thing you did in that patch. Thank you. We always love a dig at IY here. I showed that one of my chat rules in your first chat. Make sure to slate IY. No, don't. They're a wonderful company, as our Haven spiel will come through, and it will be Tyson Williams, loud assault rifle as personal trainer, Stephen Bradley, SMG as the waiter, and Millard Retrova, Fool as the boat captain. This has high potential, boys and girls, of being another draw. I want to stay optimistic, and actually, do you know what? It probably won't be. Prove me wrong, TK. Prove me wrong, Joe. But yeah, this is a very long Haven. I think max, if you rip twice, you're fucked. If you rip past the 15-minute mark, you're done for. This is a long spin. So yeah. This is going to be close. I'm sure this will go down to the wire. So this is a legal spin, yes. The loud assault rifle is by Tyson. You don't have to bring one in. The SMG is by Tyson. You don't have to bring one in. And where we see Stephen isolated is soundproof. You could use both the loud assault rifle and the loud SMG given to you from the isolation as TK is the first to finish loading in here, and yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Loading in is the best part about this spin, I'd say, and this is going to be a long one. So yeah, both players doing a standard on Haven, the good old cinema isolation. Yeah, I don't have much else to say at the moment in time. It's ever so standard on Haven. This is TK will be opting for the snail. Joe, what I don't like the snail at all. I really don't. I generally don't like it. People say what you like. It does work, but you have your quicker method. It almost wastes the out slots, as TK will pick up the SMG. Of course, that's what this item is. The HX10. He will use SMG and can put it into his briefcase here to have safer transportation, so he can, for example, get to the waiter first if he wanted to, before going to the kill onto Bradley. Body found from Tyson, hopefully. Will Joe restart any? I don't know. But yeah, that is an SMG he's picked up. There is an SMG and an AR in this room, respectively. TK will... Did he breach the cinema window as well? I'm pretty sure he would have. As TK will also pick up the... Oh, I know what TK does. TK... if I remember in RR8, I want to say R8, he used a loud explosive to cover up a loud kill. I want to say. I don't know why my head's go. He might have even just done that to get rounds up to Tyson. But I do recall TK doing something along those lines on Haven. So, do you know what? Him picking up that loud explosive is good signs. Has got the cameras taken care of, so there's no issue. And he can work his way towards the Bradley kill here. Of course, we have to go all the way to the waiter disguise. Oh, we did it for a full kill, yes. Yeah, that is true. But, I mean, really, you can even do that isolation without the snail. You can just do a throw distraction onto the guard, and then knock out the pair of them. Like, it's not to do. And even then, green guns, you should know when you've ripped. So it's not that. Oh well, I'm going to stop hating on the snail. It's a good item. But TK now will try and find an angle onto Bradley, but unfortunately can't. We'll have to go around to the other set of shrubbery. But fortunately for him, you can crouch and aim in this and not get seen, so that's all good. And he will land a seeker shot onto Bradley here. That was aiming a bit high for my liking. It is heard by someone, but he can still aim in this area, of course, as he will now have to readjust himself. As Bradley will also move to make it a little bit more awkward, but can get a seeker off onto him. Not wanting to, restricting against it, but of course, again, you can crouch. Overcomplication, the buff, yeah, honestly. That's based. Let's see if we can summon buff. I know he was in here earlier. Whatever, all the stuff the buff does is always overcomplicating it. I'm joking. We all love you, buff. But yeah, Bradley will be coming through here. We'll be opening up the door. Not much else to say, as Joe will isolate Lamilla in Portman's suite, so it seems. Not something we see often. We'll have to hide these bodies. I'm sure people do route through here. So where he leaves with Trova, we'll have to be careful with that. But this is a really nice setup. Not something we see often with this type of kill. You can't leave her there, bud. You can't leave her there, buddy. You just can't. We'll shoot open the hatch as well, and he will drop down into it. He digs. See, look. This is how you summon buff, and it's worked. All love, buff. All love. All love. Okay, we'll ask Grubs. Sorry. I'm sorry, buff. Reaper, apologise now, so I'm piss him off even more. Shh, apologise. Sorry, I just had to summon buff into here, so here we are. It's like Chrome. If you insult Mendoza, Chrome comes. If I start talking about how Mendoza's shit, we'll see Chrome here shortly. but yeah, TK is working his way to a personal trainer disguise. I don't know if that was intended for the personal trainer itself or the waiter that's in there, but does get the personal trainer disguise. But does get spotted changing into the disguise there. Unlucky for TK there. If I was to picture, if I was to picture buff guy as a disguise, it would be the personal trainer. It makes the most amount of sense, right? That or the biker on Berlin would be what I'd picture buff as if he had to be a disguise in Hitman. That's what I'd think about, personally. I think Throat would be the street performer. That makes sense. Who else? And yeah, there we go. Lamilla found for Joe. Talk about the danger of leaving her there, and that's come through here. Might have to change it up a little bit on his new strand there. Yeah, after a tie on Mumbai, not much. That's sex. How is this? How? What? Wait, what have I just said that warrants that to be sexist? Oh yeah, the man. Oh yeah, that's true. When the 47's wearing the disguise, of course. So I actually don't know what I've just said to. I don't know if Buffer's being serious or not. Don't cancel me on Twitter. As long as you don't put this on Twitter, it's all fine. It's all fine. I'm really waiting for Buff's response now. But yeah, Joe is just wondering what to do. It is definitely one of them spins that you look at and go, well, where do I start? You lean back in your chair and go, where do I start? And that's the vibes that's going through. And Joe's actually, we rarely see people restart. He's learning. He's going to work out what ripped him, why he ripped, what can he do to fix that. As TK does rip on the snail. I think Tyson got caught just before the guard, so of course it will result in red guns there. What response? I don't know. What did I say? I've forgot what I've said. This is fantastic. What a cast this is, eh? Alright, anyway, let's move on. Both players now. We'll be restarting very shortly. TK loading in. I'll just beg to a photo finish. I can't see it being a photo finish, to be honest. But yeah, Joe now eventually restarting. Hopefully he realises why he's ripped what's ripped him, perhaps, and he's going to try and work around that. And it's going to be that from Joe, which I'm going to enjoy to see him trying to do that here. TK, not much wrong with himself there. Stone, mate, I am the least likely person to smoke weed, vape, etc. and I have the worst short-term memory in existence. Yeah, so just gonna leave that there, innit? This is what too much casting does to a man. This is what too much casting does. But and admin. This is what happens when you have to cast and admin a game. If I said that, didn't I? Yeah, I said that Buff was a disguise. He'd be the personal trainer or the biker in Berlin. That's what I said. Yeah, I remember what I said now. But TK won't opt for the snail, will he? No, he'll opt for a trank onto one of the bodyguards, followed by a punch. Just punching a bodyguard up the arse, and does keep his guns because of it. And wow, that's not something we see often, is it? Not like we saw Joe slap the barber and keep green guns. That was an experience enough, wasn't it? But yeah, Joe, with the SMG on back, we'll have to just knock out the bodyguard and Tyson here, and we'll have this very sorted very soon. As TK now makes his way down the stairs, has the bodyguard disguise with. I need to call it the villa guard actually, because I've called it a bodyguard. And that is assuming it's the yellow shirt, but no, it's the red shirts that are the guards. Oh, God, I need to learn this game, don't I? God, why am I still casting? Get it right, Joker. But yeah, Joe now will break the cinema screen here in preparation for this Tyson kill, you would assume. Of course, there are boxes here. We'll just spend a bit of time just cleaning up the area here for the kill in the latter stages. TK moving across the ocean in the bodyguard disguise, of course, has cameras taken out. Moving past the masseur hut now into the pool side, the pool area, and I'm sure he'll get a isolation off onto Bradley very shortly. I'm trying to think about where TK restarted last time. What did he rip to last time? Ah, yes, he ripped to the swapping into the personal trainer. Of course, how could I forget? And he will get a seeker off. We'll try and get a seeker off, and will get Seeker off onto a moving Bradley, who does now stand still. We'll be able to grab that disguise very shortly. Really good stuff from TK, moving back in to isolate Bradley very shortly. Joe in the Villa guard disguise will be leaving the Villa grounds now, following TK's path, going around into the near the Monsieur hut. Does he have camera? Yeah, he also has cameras taken out. Smart, really. Almost a standard on Haven, grabbing a free pistol and taking him out there, as TK will knock out Steven's guard, box him, then knock out Steven himself in the bathroom. Might want to leave the SMG here. We'll have to key. It has the keys as well to open up this door, so it won't distract the woman showering outside, which I still don't know how she gets distracted, but she does. And yeah, TK will leave the HX10 by this Bradley kill, of course. Don't need anything for these kills. Haven is actually quite forgiving in that sense, that you don't have to bring in the loud SMG, bring in the loud assault rifle. You know, there are items on the map to use for it, as Joe now gets Seeker off onto Bradley. CJ gets just in the way, but he does move out of the way ever so nicely for him to get Seeker off onto Bradley, which he does successfully, as TK now will try and get a personal train disguise again. So hopefully first time to charm. He has a banana to use so carefully. And you know what, yeah, I want to see second cycle Miller, if that is a thing, locked down and then killed in the water. I want to see it. I want to see it. But yeah, TK now will have the personal trainer fall over. We'll crouch and nab his disguise, and so will be TK with the personal trainer disguise down. It will be interesting to see if he moves on to that Tyson kill next, or what he does next, what kill he goes for. It's definitely going to be an interesting choice here. And yeah, we'll move down back towards Steven, and he will buffer his personal trainer disguise by Steven Bradley here, so we'll suggest he wants to get that kill done and then move on after that to the next ones and the latter kills. So that's a just briefcase. Yeah, mate, I love it. I love to see it. Honestly, or just lock her down. Whatever floats your boat. If you can kill the Miller, do it. Better than this Portman isolation bullshit. I'm joking. But yeah, for Joe now, the Miller will be making her way up to the restaurant area, the dining area, so to say, and likewise with TK. She's a bit further ahead, of course. He's around 35-40 seconds ahead in terms of in-game time here. Real good stuff coming through. And yeah, Joe now will get knockoffs onto everyone. He will do a first action here to grab a weight disguise, so he will be getting that Steam kill next. And it's a decision after that, really, if he goes for the Tyson kill next. Of course, has the personal trainer disguise done with and dealt with already, or if he goes with the Miller kill and goes towards the boat captain. Both very rival options here, as he will get Trankoff onto the weight, potentially wasting the Taunt and Dart. So to say, as he will box him anyways, so potentially a waste of the dart, but this can be a bit of a wall hacky area. It's all fine, it's not deep, and yeah, he will knock out onto the other one. Is this a waiter as well? That's a waiter as well. I get confused sometimes with what one's which. So many little disguises on Haven that all look the same, but TK can now be placing a banana. Hopefully he has coins. Will he use a brief here? Now he has coins for the boat captain to come through. I love this strat for the boat captain will never get old. Seeing an old man trip over a banana, it's just something else. We have entered the yellow zone. The yellow zone on the spin. Oh my days. But he will now get a disguise grab off onto the boat captain here. Really good stuff. As he does swap into him just in time, and can now try and think of a way to get this Miller kill down. It's definitely going to be an interesting way on how he does it. The Miller full, arguably the hardest condition for her. But you know, it's not the end of the world. Still doable here. As he will also move down towards the oh, he runs right in and does rip to it. He just has a lack of awareness almost of the NPCs and does run straight into the room with the waiter and does rip because of it. Joe now will be dragging Steam. He doesn't have to. The bathroom soundproof. He even keyed the door as well, but we'll be doing the kill. And a loud spoiler will be gunshot heard, and we'll have to box him quickly, which he does, and can swap into the personal trainer disguise. But no, won't opt to swap into the disguise yet, as the lifeguard will run away here. And it seems to be that he'll go for the boat captain next. It's a bit of unnecessary panic for no reason, but he still doesn't rip because of it. Still has red guns, of course, from Tyson, but he won't have red guns because of anything else. He will be able to retain them green guns after getting that kill, and he will have to move towards the boat captain next. Might have grabbed a banana from the villa, but if not, you have some potassium down in this area here. And actually, he left. What disguise did he leave here? He left his bodyguard disguise here. Another time, maybe, mate. I don't want to say it, but we saw the spinning. We said that. We saw the spinning. We said, actually, Joe, a tired on the cards here. But Joe's going very well here. But in around 3 minutes' time, we've got to that space where if Joe's still in running the spin at 3 minutes' time, which he will be, one rip and he's gone. Likewise with TK. At the when there's 10 minutes mark left on the spin, one rip and you're done. And that is unfortunate with this Haven spin here, as Joe does grab the attention of the boat captain. We'll have a banana for his feet as well, which he will place down just on the other side of the coin here. Of course, we'll have to place another one down to fully lure him in here, but other than that, nicely done from Joe. Gold grab, and we all love it. Oh no, oh no, no, no. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. Joe's gone to crouch, I suppose, or pick up a corner of a banana, and he's managed to turn on a fuse box. And of course, being a legal action, does get ripped. That's such a sad, unfortunate rip from Joe there, as he will be forced to restart here. Started so well at Miami, it's just gone downhill at Mumbai, and 12 minutes left on the spin. Is it doable? Is it doable? This is the question we're asking us. TK now with yet another rip, and we're thinking, can they do it? Can this spin still be achieved in the time they have left to do? I doubt they won't give up. I'm sure they will keep going. But by the second, the longer they spend planning, the longer they spend loading as well, you have to take into account on console that the loads are so long that it just wastes the time here. We see from TK wasting precious time in these loads. The little early rips cost a lot more than what people think, especially with these loading times, and they're coming into full effect here. We're reaching towards the end of the time where, do you know what, can I still do the spin? I'm sure both players will still try, and I really do hope we see them still try and do something from this game. But you know, we saw this spin as a tie, but again, 4-2 ain't the end of the world at all for either player here, as Joe will try and get an angle off onto Bradley. Can't find one, have to move ever so slightly into the public eye, and misses first darts, unfortunately. Yeah. This is very unlucky and luckily the slowest from Joe. Just wasted even more time. 10.5 minutes left. You think we're in the zone? Can they do this? And I doubt that we'll see a finish from both players. And I don't want to say it, but it's looking that way. And yeah, Pajero, you're all right. Another tie, unfortunately, seems to be on the cards here as TK will be able to thankfully dump this tech crew without being spotted anymore. Of course, the wall hacks are fixed on the console. Group H is the hardest, Pajero. And we're showing what we get the hardest spins, that's why. Hitmaps is rigged because it has the same letter. Starts with the same letter. But yeah, I don't think any spin is finishable now, unfortunately. We will have a seeker off onto the Miller, who will go to the shark hut, which is a lot safer place to keep her, but even then it's still a bit shaky in terms of isolating her. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit tough here. Won't be able to run through here, of course. We trespass as soon as he crosses this bridge, and does time it perfectly and does get into the hut. Ain't trespassing even. I'm just wrong, and yeah, we're in the space. 9 minutes left. TK is trying something doing server lure, but a crying notice for Joe knocking out of the Miller, and it seems to be all done on Joe's end. 9 minutes left. When he ripped 7-8 minutes into the spin the last time, I don't think he was close to finishing it. So this seems to be all done from our players here. Really unfortunate if they do think so. Then you know, it is like, can they do it? Can they do it? And if they can't, at least they're still trying. And I'd rather wait out these 8.5 minutes just in case something sparks and ignites. But to be honest, I don't think it will, sadly. And there does seem to be all-time effort, especially with the server lure. You're going to have to go back and forth for the disguises. I don't think server lure is the way forward here. You have to run and grab the boat captain, come back. You have to go back and grab the weight, and you have to come back and have to go back to the personal trainer and come back, and he's going to keep coming back and back and back, and it's going to waste too much time. By the time the Miller gets here, the spin time's going to be out. So yeah, it's not nice here for TK or Joe. I'm sure Joe won't be complaining. He will be taking a win from this game with a draw, and Haven will be winning the game 4-2. But I highly doubt that we can see a finish from either player here. Yeah, and TK even now, does he mess up the throw onto Bradley? No, so he just get one thing done, but Tyson coming as well. We'll probably miss the thing onto him. We'll do a corner subdue. No, he won't. Yes, he will. No, he won't. But yeah, I think, yeah, well, you can just say, yeah, that Joe won Mumbai and TK won Haven, can't you? Yeah, and there's no shame. All these have been very hard spins. Like, this Haven spin is nowhere near easy. But yeah, TK seems to have given up now, which is very understandable. Joe, carry on playing. I respect the effort, but unless he snipes Tyson across the map, and likewise with Bradley, I can't see him finishing this in time. As he will have to unfortunately concede the Haven. But again, a tie is better than a loss in terms of TK. You know, you do get a point out of this. I'm sure you would have preferred 2, but a tie's than a loss. You know, I'd rather have 1 point than none. And I'm sure both players would rather have 2, but unfortunately can't get that today. So yeah, TK just practicing, showing off the server. This is fantastic, isn't it? But does does Joe fuck up? No, he didn't fuck up there. He's all good to carry on with life, isn't he? But I mean, is it still doable with 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes left? Is it? No, it's not. I need to stop playing myself. It's not doable. It's not. I could be. If you need travels to USA and starts playing on Joe's controller, you know what? Yeah, it could be doable. But 5.5 minutes left again. It's getting ever so smaller of this winning here. Joe going through the doorway now, picking up his potassium. Of course, the banana. We'll be grabbing the boat captain. I really have enjoyed seeing this from Joe on both the Mumbai and the Haven. To carry on playing when you know it's pretty much over is such a commendable effort, and no shame at all if you carry on playing. You know, it's people that give up, and you know, really good stuff from Joe. Just collecting bananas. You never have too many bananas in this game, and yeah, it seems to be all over, unfortunately. We're in the red zone, less than 5 minutes left, and I'm sure that fuse box will be there to haunt Joe forever, really. But yeah, the fuse box unfortunately not working for the Miller, but does get throw traction off onto her anyways, which she won't even investigate, will she? That's just Lamilla being Lamilla, isn't it? Like, she's such a bitch sometimes. But yeah, seems to be the end of the line for Joe, who just playing around with his food almost now, trying to work out a quick way to grab the boat captain, as he will cycle back around here to face the doorway, but Joe walks away at that moment, and yeah, it seems to be all done. Of course, I don't think he has coins to even grab the boat captain with, and now sub 4 minutes left. I think this is, unfortunately, so to say, it's unfortunately the end from both players here. TK does have all isolated targets, but if he can grab all 3 of them disguises in 3 minutes and get them kills off, oh, I'll be amazed. This is a way to shut me up, though, isn't it? Just give me a long spin that I can run out of things to say in. 3 minutes left. I've still got to go on for 3 minutes, and Joe will sit down. If they could just both say we give up, I could end it early. But there they go, let it play out here. TK, I will think is still playing. In my head, he's still playing. So we'll carry on here, and yeah, seems to be all over here, as it has been for the past 10 minutes. Not that much, but the past however long. But yeah, unfortunately for him, will be end the line, finishing with a tie on Haven. The final score will be 4-2. Joe taking a solid 4 points from this game, putting him top of Group H. TK, of course, will be second. This is the first Group H game, and if this is the standard of spin in Group H, then me calling Group H the hardest group was definitely right. But yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, a long spin for sure for both players, and you look at it and go, oh, that's a horrible spin. That shouldn't be legal, but unfortunately, yeah. If it was loud SMG, yeah, it would have been respawn. Because, of course, the two big weapons, of course. Oh, actually, no, it wouldn't have, because of the Brine SMG. But you can't bring the Brine SMG with you, because it doesn't count. And why is TK press finish? Reject. Didn't press finish. Yeah, look. Oh, look at the admin work. It's great. It's great. And yeah, with 70 seconds left, I wish I could accept it, TK. I really did. I don't know if I can go on for much longer than 1 minute, but it's my job as admin. I can't. And yeah, it's heading to be a tie on Haven Island to end things off. A win coming through on Miami for JoeTheBabyGrabber. It was such a good start, you know, the shotgun Sierra kill, there's the suit and the drown kill, Blue Sea, the Blue Sea grab for Joe was beautiful. And he unfortunately couldn't carry that momentum on. He's surrounded himself with some items. The watches the beautiful Haven Eye. Yeah, I feel the exact same way, Adam. I feel the exact same way. And yeah, overall, even without the Miller full, it's still a really tough spin. The personal trainer, the boat captain, the loud kill into Tyson, etc. It's still a really hard spin, unfortunately, and that's what has cost them on. And I think, you know, Joe's rip was heartbreaking. Potentially, you could have done it, but yeah, other than that, the timer will slowly tick down. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. The draw has been called, and it will be a 4-2 win in favour of JoeTheBabyGrabber. Yeah, G's eventually. We were just talking to you about like the Miami and how good of a start it was from both you. You did very strongly, and unfortunately, it couldn't carry through into Mumbai on a tough spin. You possibly have grabbed the hardest kill condition on every tie and used it, and that nearly carried on into Hayden as well. You had the hardest condition for Tyson in terms of a loud assault rifle or a loud kill. The Miller full again, the hardest condition for her. Then Tyson, Bradley again weren't that bad, but when you pair them with two of them harder spins, that's what happens. And we will look at what that does to Group H. Even though we've given the short rundown of it, of course, Adam in second place after that on 2 points. JoeTheBabyGrabber top on 4 points. Of course, only one game that will be set to change, and yeah, more games left today, I'm sure, and more games tomorrow. We'll look at the upcoming matches. Unini versus Nezuko-chan at 23 CST in just under 2 hours on Hameland and Paris. Rustle and Mr. Mike will play on Hokkaido and Dubai at 4 AM CST tomorrow morning. Likewise, a bunch of games tomorrow afternoon. 2 taking place at 15 CST. Zerun playing, I'm not pronouncing that, Kenny vs Miklas as well. An hour after then games, we have Swastik versus Fanium. That's a name I don't want to say wrong. Taking place at 16 CST, 19 CST. There are 2 games: Crudy versus the Time Cube and Reaper Unini versus Reaper 47 versus Unini on Colorado and Haven Island. Woo! That's gonna be great. And yeah, thank you everyone for coming out for this great game today. Started off really well Mumbai, on Miami even, but unfortunately it wasn't carrying through to Haven Island and Mumbai, and we was given a 4-2 win in the end to Joe. I'll see everyone soon. Bye bye.